Renaissance Unity, all is well? And all is in divine order. And that's what I'm claiming. That's what I'm claiming. Adam was talking about good, acceptable, perfect. Did you hear that? He said good, acceptable, perfect. Maybe we'll all stand. Sometimes as elders, we need to take the lead from the kids. And that's what I'm going to do this morning. God is good and all the time. Now, can you just go along with me on this one? Because Adam said something that I think is pivotal, critical, important in nature. God is good, right? All the time and all the time, God is good. God is acceptable all the time and all the time, God is acceptable. God is perfect all the time and all the time, God is perfect. Would you agree? Now, can we say that as a community? Let's just go through it. Let's see, can we do this? God is good all the time and all the time, God is good. God is acceptable all the time and all the time, God is acceptable. God is perfect all the time, God is perfect. You may be seated. What I think Adam did was set us up for a test. And he wanted to see if we had a testimony that we could bring to the table and sit in for a while this morning. Just a couple of minutes, not too long, just a little while. So when we were communicating last night, and he told me the passage that he wanted to really lean into this morning, and I noticed he said, there we are in a gap. Has anybody here ever been in a gap? You find yourself in this valley, and there's a gap. There's a gap between where you want to be and where you are. You ever been there before? There's this moment in our life where we see ourselves somewhere present, but we really want to be in the future, and it's someplace different. Is that right, woman? You ever experienced that? And so we ask ourselves that question that Adam asked us, have you ever been in the gap? God is the source. God is the source and the resource. Can we say that God is the source? God is the resource. And God is good at what he does all the time, and all the time, he's bringing forth good. Do we got that? This is just foundation. I'm just going to be with you for a couple minutes this morning, and that's it. I'm going to move on because I need to mastermind some stuff that I've been trying to mastermind for some days, some weeks, and some months. But Adam awakened me with a newfound light, and that light is shining bright right now, and so I don't want to waste time or tarry and tolerate anything less than my best. Can you feel me? We used to say that. Can you feel me? You can feel me. And so now, if God is good all the time, and God is acceptable all the time, and God is perfect all the time, then how come you can go to a doctor's office, the doctor diagnoses you with something, says, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to take it, this is how many times you need to take it, and you do it. Anybody ever do that? I saw my father give up alcohol because he went to the doctor, and the doctor said, if you keep on drinking the way you're drinking, we're going to take your left leg. There was no 12-step program, Brett. The inspiration, the motivation was that we're going to take your left leg. The doctor said it. You ever bought a car? A brand new car? Anybody ever bought a brand new car? And they tell you, you need to change that oil every 3,000 miles or you could ruin that engine. And so what do you do in the early years of that car? Change the oil. But why? Oh, why? Can somebody say, oh, why? Why, oh, why? Why, oh, why, oh, why? If God is good, God is acceptable, God is perfect, and God has principles, why don't we readily follow those? We're not lazy. That's not the answer, is it? That's not the answer at all. That's too easy to write it off as lazy. I'm despondent. I'm disconnected. The real question, Michael, is one of, do you believe in God? How many people here believe in God? Raise your hand if you believe in God. Hold it up high. Can you stand up if you believe in God? I just want to teach for a couple of minutes this morning, and then I'm sitting down. That's just about everybody that believes in God. Now my question is, do you believe God? Do you believe God? Then my question is, for you, do you believe Jesus is a way shower? Raise your hand if you believe that. Now, I ask you the question, do you believe the way Jesus showed us? No, you don't. Sit down. I would say that most of us spend the vast majority of our lives, the vast majority of our time, asking others to give us something that source will give you readily if you follow the principles. But have you noticed how we turn to someone else when the source is right there? The source is the creator of all things, all people, all experiences, but we defer to someone else, looking for love in all types of places, through all types of people, through all types of experiences. Can you feel me? Trying to figure it out ourselves, trying to develop our own principles, when there's a mastermind set of principles that all we have to do is follow. What they say in the film, Debbie, the little people, follow, 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 follow. The road is already paved for us. But why? Oh, why? Oh, why? If you say God is good, God is acceptable, God is perfect, why do we turn to imperfect people? And we give them the benefit of the doubt, and we put all our trust in them, and they fall short, just as we fall short. The greatest promises that we can't keep are the promises that we make to ourselves. I won't do that anymore. I won't eat that anymore. I won't drink that anymore. I won't go there anymore. I won't call him or her anymore because it's not good for me. And then we do a little moonwalk. Wish I could do it, Adam, like you. But come on, Adam. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. There's a passage in the Bible that I'm very interested in Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel was a prophet. Ezekiel was displaced, disappointed, disillusioned. Ezekiel was awakened in a dream. And the dream was so vivid. You ever had a dream that was so vivid that you knew it had to be real? And in this dream he had, God appeared, Spirit, Christ, took Ezekiel by the hand, and he said, let's go for a walk. They started walking. And there was this valley they were walking through. And they noticed these dry bones. Everywhere they walked, they were just seeing dry bones. Dry bones are places that we've allowed to lose their life. And they become rigid. And they're walking. And they're just talking about the bones. That was the person who stopped living. They went through a divorce. They lost their job. They lost hope. They got the diagnosis. They got lost. And they stopped living. Ezekiel, you know why I named you? Your name means strength. And with that strength, we're able to prophesize. Can we say prophesize? You're able to prophesize. What is prophesizing, Ezekiel? Prophesizing, my son, is speaking the word. The word over anything. Life, death. And when you speak the word is powerful. The word breathes life into the situation. It causes a renewal, a resurrection, a responsiveness to a vibrational force that allows you to do anything. Ezekiel, talk to those bones. Tell them, yes, they can live again. You got it? I love you, my son. So we talked about this. In the valley, in that valley of dry bones, in the valley of death, I have not given you the spirit of what? Fear. So I don't need you any longer to live in fear. Ezekiel 37, 1 through 14 has a lot of nuggets in it. Now I'm going to ask you to sign up for a class that is going to introduce you to you that's coming up later this month that I'll be teaching. And it's going to go deeper into this. But what I want you to know is the word prophecy. Speak the word. The word is powerful. Thoughts held in mind, produce. And so if I speak the word, what happens when I speak the word? It has to come to pass. If I speak the word that's in alignment, incongruent, that's good, that's acceptable, that's perfect, things have to change in my favor. Y'all get it? And so speak the word. What do you want? What's the thing that you want? What do you find yourself asking for in the valley? What are you in despair about? What do you think is the thing that's got you in a situation of lack and limitation and looking in the wrong places? Go back to source. Return to the sender. That was an old Elvis Presley song. Steve, you know it. Return to the sender. Address unknown. But in this case, when we're talking about the feelings that we feel when we feel what we feel, the anxiety, the worry, the loneliness, that whole idea of I'm in isolation and nobody understands my dark time. Nobody understands the cave that I'm in. And so I sit in the valley of despair, of doubt, disappointment, disillusionment. I sat there among those dry bones, and I let myself lose hope in that connection with Christ. What's the answer? What's the answer in that situation? You can't just turn to the ego. The ego gives you a pacifier and says, there's nothing wrong with you, Brett. You're good as is. It's them. All I'm trying to do to you this morning is get you to stop looking outward and point inward and say, it's me. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of a resurrection, a renewal. The answer is you. What is you? You is Y-O-U. Can we spell it out? Y-O-U. Got some people that got to be hooked on phonics. Let's go again. Y-O-U. And when we say Y-O-U, let's look at that. The Y means we are willing to yield. Can we say yield? Yield means surrender to God's plan and guidance. You ever been in a situation? I know I have. I know Leah has too. There's been a robbery. And the person who's the perpetrator says, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Everybody, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Now, if you just do what I tell you to do, no one will get hurt. We'll all get out of here alive. When you're in that position, you're surrendering. But in our mindset, when we put our hands up and we say we surrender, we're yielding to God's will. And God's will is for us to have a perfect, pleasant, peaceful, and prosperous life. One where that O becomes overcoming obstacles. It's nothing too big, nothing too small. We can get through it. We can get through that dry valley, that dry bone experience. And the U is we unite with God. Because we know God is good, and all the time, God is good. God is acceptable all the time. And all the time, God is acceptable. God is perfect, and all the time, God is perfect. Can we do an affirmation? Adam so moved me with his wisdom this morning. Can we just stand and do this affirmation? It's something I just want you to just put in the forefront of your mind. Don't just lock it in and file it. You have a camera, take a picture. Follow me in reading this. This is the way I take it in every day. Today, this day, now, I affirm the power within me to rise above the valleys of dry bones and the shadows of despair. Just as the breath of the life can awaken the dormant, I am capable of breathing new life into my dreams, my hopes, and my spirit. With unwavering faith and divine guidance, I am a powerful force of transformation. I will not be held back, for I am destined for resurrection and renewal. Renaissance Union, I love you, and thanks for having me this morning. God bless each and every one of you. You manifest everything in your dreams.